Well, as the world very well, Asia has been very successful. I mean, the world is really becoming divided, I would say, into three places. In Asia, uh, by which I mean the Western Pacific. Let's leave India out of the situation because that's got a different situation. But we say the Western Pacific, basically, COVID is under control. I don't mean there are no cases or anything like that, but they're small and they're under control. That shows that you can eradicate the virus. I would include in that Australia and New Zealand as well as Asia. So I'd call that the Western Pacific. In the United States, COVID is completely out of control. There's no increase. There's a fall in it. And in the situation in Western Europe is between the two. That is, the number of COVID cases is falling. It's not falling as nearly as fast as it did in Asia, but it is going down. But the problem is the United States has now become a center of infection for the entire world. Every plane which arrives in the United States is literally a danger to any country in which it's landing. I mean, it's rather ridiculous. Trump saying that what he's going to do is going to cut off people coming into the United States. The problem at the moment is the situation in the United States is very, very, very bad. The danger is not people coming into the United States. The danger is people going out of the United States. So therefore, I would think that the economic recovery in Asia will be rather successful. I mean, again, you've got to be careful, but this is very important because ASEAN is a huge trading partner for China. Japan is a very important trading partner for China. Australia is an important trading partner for China. All these should be able to recover because COVID's under control. So let's say during the rest of this year, there will be an economic recovery. But nobody knows what's going to happen in the United States because the medical situation is dominant. The US is attempting to lift the lockdown under conditions in which the number of cases and the number of deaths is very high. So the situation could get completely out of control in the United States. If we go back and make a comparison to the so-called Spanish flu pandemic of 1918, this is exactly what happened. The United States prematurely lifted its lockdown, and therefore there was an enormous increase in the number of Spanish flu cases inside of the United States. Western Europe, it depends what will happen. Now, another danger is that this is beginning to spread into certain other parts of the world, for example, the United States situation, for example, into Latin America. So I think in the Pacific, the conditions for economic recovery are, well, good. There's nothing good about the present situation, but there is perfectly reasonable chances for economic recovery in the Pacific. In the United States, nobody knows at all. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to be very negative. The only question is whether it will be very bad, whether it will be a disaster, or whether it will be a catastrophe. That's the only things unknown there.